Um, I had meant to go live. Apologize. I discovered that there is a Walmart supercenter near me. I live in New Jersey, so New Jersey Walmarts are a little bit different than the nice Walmarts in the rest of the country. I know that sounds weird, like nice Walmart, but there's a level. And when I was living in Pennsylvania, the Walmarts out there were like super nice, and the Walmart that I just got back from is like really nice. Has like a whole grocery store, and that's totally not what we're here to talk about today. But I just wanted to let you guys know what I was doing. Um, so you've got errand running Jasmine today. I'm wearing my rep my alma mater today. Today is 11/11. Today is November 11th. Today is Veterans Day. It is also my sorority Gamma Phi Beta's Founders Day. So awesome. It is a big day energetically. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the energy of this portal, and also what it is and what it isn't. Okay. Now, if you guys are like newish to the spiritual world, you'll see a lot of different mystics talking about portals and energy portals and things like that. Now, what are they? Um, hey, Alex. What are they and what are they not? Energy portals are basically times when certain things are like aligned, okay, so that certain powers and certain energies within the ethers can be affected at a greater level than they would quote unquote normally. Okay. um, we have several of them throughout the year. My dog is not in his crate, so if he starts barking, that's he's just being a pain in the butt. We have several of them throughout the year. A lot of times they happen on numerologically important dates. So whenever there's like a double of something, those are usually what are termed as spirit numbers. And they can end up, having just like a bigger impact on us overall. Um, One of the things, especially like so it'll be like, 9/9, like 9/9/2009 was like a big portal. Anything where you've got like repeating numbers because of the power and the energy of numbers and numerology. That is why we have these energy portals. Occasionally, there will also be astrological stuff that is happening in terms and like in addition to the dates. Earlier on this week, we had an alignment of, I believe, the moon, Jupiter, and Venus in the sky. I think it was that. If I'm wrong on those planets, please feel free to correct me because I know this much about astronomy and like this much about astrology. So, all of those things. So, astrological and astronomical. Hey, Nita. Things happen, and those occurrences give us access to different kinds of energy. Now, you'll see a lot of people talking about the 1111 portal. It is very important. So there's a lot of things that you can put into place here. Um, let's just talk about the energy of it at first. Okay. So the number 11 as a spirit number represents balance. Okay. Because we got two ones. So there is the idea that we are balancing what do you call it? The intellect and the intuition. Okay. In the tarot, the 11th card is the justice. Okay. So Libra energy, lots of very balancing influences. Things that are out of balance will feel very out of balance. You're being encouraged to pull things back into balance, however that looks for you. And that's kind of important because, it's very difficult to create the things that you want to create for your life if you're not in balance. Okay. Um, so that that's one key thing to remember. It's This energy is all about balancing yourself. It's all about balancing your life, all about balancing your efforts towards working towards things. Okay? So that's one thing. So that's good for manifestation. Now, a lot of people are saying that this energy will hold through all the way to 2022. Now, the interesting thing to me about 11/11/2022 is because it'll be 11/11/22. Um, Unless you write your date format differently, then like if you put year first, then it's 221111. But there's just, all of those additional double numbers have different influences. Now, that all being said, okay, this energy can and might carry through for the whole year. But the truth of the matter is that that happens with every single date. Okay. This might be an unpopular opinion, but it's true. Okay. Something that you get the ball rolling on right now will have an influence for you going forward. Will it be a more powerful influence? Maybe. It might depend on how much energy you're putting into something. So, all of that to say, every single day is a portal. All of them are energetic portals. Okay. All of them allow you to create into the future. There is no one date that is going to change your life. And I remind you guys of that because if you were not aware of this portal and you see all of this stuff online, you might be like, oh no, I missed my chance. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You just missed a day. You can still make powerful change in your life tomorrow. You can still make powerful change in your life next week. You can still make powerful change in your life next year. The only thing that there is to do is to start. Okay. So that's very important. You guys got to remember that every day is a portal. Every day has new energy. Every day has opportunity. But if you wanted to work with the power of the number 11, if you wanted to work with the energy of balance, if you wanted to work with those kinds of things, you absolutely can do so. It's just that anything that you are attempting to manifest, you're going to want to focus on that energy of balance. Different days have different energies because we've got, the Libra energy, the Jupiter energy, the fact that it's Thursday and Thursday is Jupiter's day, that kind of assists with it, but it doesn't mean that you can't make magic on other days. It doesn't mean that you can't create on other days. It just means that this particular day happens to be a little bit more powerful. Okay. And of course, your own energy adds to that. All right. So, what I'm going to do really quick for everybody who's watching, I'm going to pull a couple cards. I'm using my Luna Soul Tarot. This is the one that I generally use for collective readings these days, just to see what's available for everybody right now, what powers, what energies are available. And I know everybody who was like looking for me at 1 o'clock didn't check the thing. And that's why they're all like, where is Jasmine? Jasmine was at Walmart. That's where I was. And so I had to update the time real quick. And I apologize. I probably should have tagged some people, but y'all can catch it on the replay. It's totally fine. All this information is available for you guys. And you can, take or leave what you want from collective readings. That's the beautiful thing about them. You don't have to like it to claim it or anything. You can, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, that's fine. Ooh. All right. Anybody else want to pop out for this collective message for my people on this 1111 portal? Basically, what I'm saying is don't give the day the power. The power lies within you. Okay. Well, basically, there's a lot of shit happening, apparently, because half the damn deck fell. Let's see. Do you want me to read all of these cards? We're going to be here for a little while. Okay. So collectively, guys, this is an opportunity for a lot of very important change. We have a lot of major arcana cards here. Okay. I'm going to arrange these. Hey, Kelly. Not by suit. We have aces, pages, kings, empress reversed, page of swords, 4 of swords, the devil reversed. How many of these are reversed? 2s, queens, kings, 6 of swords, 9 of discs. Okay. Yeah, okay. So there's a bunch of people out there right now who are waiting, who are using their addictions and issues as a stopping point for why they're not getting to that next level. Okay. Now this is going to be really annoying because I just said that any day is good. And of course, now the universe, universe is basically not necessarily contradicting me, but being like, well, if you want to start, now is the time to start. Yes, I know that. Okay. You guys are denying your creativity and using things as a crutch to keep yourself from closing off old cycles, old habits, old patterns. Why are we doing that? We're doing that because it's very scary. Okay, because we've put a lot of work into stuff and we're looking for things to come to fruition. But we know that in order to do that, we have to move from one place to another, and we don't know what's on that other shore. We have absolutely no idea. We're just going in that direction, and that's uncomfortable. Okay, so we're waiting for more information. It's the page of swords here. We're waiting for more information and sitting in meditation. And when the information shows up and it doesn't feel like it connects, we ignore it. Hey, Jennifer. We're just sitting in this space where things are feeling very confusing. Okay. That confusion is stemming from a lack of connection to our heart space. Okay. This is King of Cups reversed. We've got this Queen of Discs. Everything is possible. The soil is fertile. The opportunities are there. The things are available for you, but you have to actually open your eyes. We got 2 of Discs and 2 of Wands, both reversed. 2s are very interesting conflict kind of energies, right? So we got both of these here. pick a side. Like, just pick a side and decide to do something. Like, just go and do the thing, okay? Two of Swords is very often a let me see if the two like, literally my whole deck is on the floor. Two of Swords is very often like a stalemate, can't decide, can't move forward, but all of the twos have that duality element where there's two sides of something that you're either trying to decide on, to pick, to, take action on, and you have to either figure out how to integrate them or pick one and eliminate the other option. Or eliminate them both and pick a third option. That's always a choice, right? So like we got to pick, we got to choose. We have to make a choice, okay? Ace of Wands, there's new ideas that are coming through. Always coming through that crown chakra, getting stuck in your head and being like, should I work on that? And we don't. Why don't we? Okay. Because we're sitting there waiting for that. What is that? Confirmation. Okay, the Page of Cups comes and gives us that loving confirmation. Newsflash, guys, the person who gives you the loving confirmation is you. It's not it's not coming from outside. Like, it's not going to. I know you want it to. It's not coming from outside. It's coming from inside you. So you've got to get really present and centered. That's what that balance is all about. It's figuring out what outside here needs to be balanced with what's inside so that we can meet it where it is. Okay. And actually interact with it on a level that allows us to move forward from the place that we are already in. Okay. So many of us spend time trying to create in the future. So we spend a lot of time doing this. When I'm blank, I will X. Well, when I'm X, I will Y. When I'm Y, I will Z. When I have, the big fancy house, then I'll be happy. You don't have power over there. You have to bring it back here to where you are right now and start working on and cultivating that happiness now. Okay. And in order to do that, you have to be aware and conscious of what's actually happening for you energetically. Now, I'm going to disappear for 1 second because my cards are on the floor and I'm standing up. So give me 1 minute. All right. Oh my God, all the pages. Four of Wands, Ten of Discs. That would be my alarm telling me to go get the kids. It's not time yet. Shut up, phone. It's not time yet. Okay. So I got more of these. And basically the universe is like, okay, collective, like, the fuck are y'all waiting on? Okay, so we got Three of Swords reversed. Any situation that you are sitting in right now that you are feeling disappointment, feeling heartbreak, feeling not enoughness, too muchness, like there's any energy there that is making you feel small, defeated, etc., it's time to let it go. We don't need to hold on to this. There's zero reason for us to sit in that what coulda, shoulda, woulda been without letting it go. Hello. Is it still morning where you're at, L'Oreal? She said, wait, it's afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. Yes, we don't have to hold on to that anymore. It's not serving us. It's not helping us. It's not allowing us to move forward. It's not allowing us to be, all it is doing is weighing us down, having us question and holding us back. I am so sorry to all of you who have to see this part. This is the Hermit. You have to do this shit and this work on your own, okay? One of my favorite mystics, Tony Kensington, she said, no one is coming to save you. And it's true. And most people don't like to hear that because it means, oh no, that means I have to do the work all by myself. Yeah, but you can have support while you're doing it. You don't have to carry the whole load because, believe it or not, once you get down into it, most of that shit's not yours anyway. So figure out what's yours and put everything else down. That is a 10 of Wands message, which may or may not be in here. I don't know. We got all the rest of the wands. That's probably, oh God. Okay, we did get the Two of Cups, so we totally have twos. We have no running away, L'Oreal. We got both of the special cards out of here. Okay, hold on. Let the message come through. All these wands. Let's do these wands first. Nine of Wands, Four of Wands, Queen of Wands. We have to stop being so defensive. That's over here. Stop being so defensive. Own your power. Hey, Naomi. Own your power. Own your power. Own your power. Own your power. Stop resisting it. It's there. It just needs space to be. We don't give ourselves space to own our power.
And you know what else we don't do? We don't celebrate enough. We don't celebrate our wins. We don't give our time ourselves time and space to do the appreciation. Okay. Now I blame capitalism for that completely. Like it's we spend a lot of time. It's like, okay, I checked it off my list. I need to get to the next thing. Because if I don't get to the next thing, so I'm too busy defining myself by my achievements. We don't want to do that anymore. That's not the energy that we are moving into. Okay. As a collective, as a planet, as a people, as a universal consciousness. We are not doing that anymore. That is an old paradigm that needs to fall away, that needs to shift. Okay. Now, shifting of paradigms. We got the tower. Okay. Paradigms are shifting. You can either white knuckle your way through it, hold on really, really tight, or you can go for the ride and you can experience what happens when you allow things to fall away. When you allow things to fall away and you allow the soil to be fertilized by the destruction and then smoothed out so that you can build something new on top of what used to be there. Okay. There may be some things within that rubble that needs to be brought with you. There may be some things within that rubble that does not need to be brought with you. Regardless, okay, we're going to need to allow the old structures to fall away. Let yourself become and be the new person that you are being called to be because you have the power to do it. This is strength. This is how we basically stop talking to ourselves in our heads and allowing our emotions to control everything else because we are the thinkers of our thoughts. We are not our thoughts. We are the dreamers of our dreams. We are not our dreams. We are the vessel that contains all of that information, not the information itself. So when that information is coming to you, when you're getting the anger, the sadness, the despair, and this is going to sound really crazy, sometimes it's helpful to dissociate just a little bit, so we can take ourselves out of that space. And so we're not in there being like, this is happening to me. Like we're not stuck in that sword energy. Like strength is almost like the cure to the sword energy. Okay. It's an interesting concept. I'm gonna have to do that. Sorry, this is me making programs in my head. Sorry. Okay, so strength is like the cure to the sword energy, the spinning, the anxiety, or the negatives of the sword energy, I should say, where you are getting so caught up and allowing all of the anxieties and emotions to spin and go crazy and drive you nuts and keep you stuck and make you feel like you can't go anywhere. When the truth is, it's just information that helps you to make a better decision about whatever it is you're dealing with. That's all that it is. It's just information. It's not. It is not the thing. Like the drama that we create around the thing is not the thing. It's not. It's not even really related to the thing. It's related to our experiences with the thing, and it's a feedback loop and all that other stuff. But we'll move on. Okay. So, page of discs. There's a plan coming, and it is absolutely relating to your work, but you guys are all resisting the work. Okay. Now, when the page of discs shows up, page of pentacles, it is very much about being like, this is what I've got. This is what I'm going to work on. This is how I'm going to move. Okay. It is that grounding force. We spend a lot of time not being grounded in this society because we are encouraged to use our brains to work through things. So we don't spend a lot of time in our body feeling things. We don't spend a lot of time, really getting to the basis of the energy. And the basis of the energy, that grounding energy, that root chakra energy, is really what supports all the rest of it. We can't stay all up here and expect to not end up with neglect showing all over the rest of our bodies. Like that's just the way, like it's all connected. It's all connected. And in order to really have that experience of being able to launch from a place of stability, we need to take the time and the presence to ground. Okay, so that's that. 8 of discs, 10 of discs. Our core work is going to lead us to our legacy, okay, to our happy ever after, to our ability to create on a deeper, more, a deeper, more intimate level with everybody who is in our space. Now, we spend a lot of time resisting that intimacy, resisting that celebration, resisting that connection, because connection makes us, 7 of Swords, look in the mirror and confront
who we believe ourselves to truly be. And nobody wants to do that. Because when you look at yourself and you say to yourself, okay, what is wrong with this situation that I'm not enjoying? A lot of the times, part of what's happening is you're not enjoying yourself or your level of energy or your level of commitment or your level of anything, honesty, devotion, etc. And that makes you feel bad. And so we avoid it. But the only way to change a situation is to become aware of it and to consciously take the effort and the time to make those adjustments and those changes. Okay. Otherwise, you end up exactly back the way you were, right? Ace of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. This is that Jupiter energy again. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And King of Wands. Again, with this energy and this passion that you can put behind your endeavors. Okay. It's so ready to grow. All of this stuff is ready to grow. Everything that you are planting is ready to grow, but you have to be willing to not know what the outcome is going to be. That's that reversed Wheel of Fortune energy. You can't know. You can't know, and it sucks and it's terrible and it's annoying, but you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. The knowing is for somebody else right now. The knowing is for future you. So future you knows, and I think leaning into that, which sounds a little well, it's very esoteric, but leaning into that helps you to understand that you are taking this into a new place for yourself. All right. Now, Hierophant, we got some issues with authority, but not outside authority, it's inside authority. We are having issues with taking our own authority into our own hands, and this is the time to do so. Okay. We need to become more self-guided, more self-taught, more accepting and understanding of the knowledge that we already possess, so that we are not spending all of our time seeking more, because we don't really know. Like, we don't have to seek more. Like, why are we seeking more? And honestly, I mean, I can tell you exactly why you're seeking more, because you don't believe you're good enough without the more, but you're already good enough. You're already good enough. You just got to take that step toward the direction that you want to go. Write the email, make the phone call, text the person, since I know a lot of people don't make phone calls. I don't even like making phone calls anymore. And I remember the time before cell phones were a thing. Kind of dating myself, but I'm just younger than I look. Older than I look? I look younger than I am. Oh my God, my brain. Okay. Ace of Discs. There's that grounding energy again. We got pretty much the whole suit of wands in here. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands. Speed, energy, going. Speed, energy, going. The only way to truly shift energy in the long run is to take action. We can't, like, you can stay there and be like, yeah, this sucks. But if you just stay there and look around and be like, yeah, this sucks. Like, I've decided that I don't want this to suck anymore. And then you stay there and you don't make any changes. That's, the more things don't change, the more they're going to stay the same. You have to decide and then act. Hey, Laureen, it's both. You have to decide and act. That's the way you utilize these portals. Like, I love meditating. I love my tools. I love my spell work. I love all of that stuff. But if you don't follow that up with actual practical action on this plane, it's not going to make a difference. It's not going to make a difference. Right? Okay. So our last 4 cards. Laureen, you will not believe, like, half my deck fell out during this reading because the people said, tell the people. Okay, so this is the 10 of Cups and this is the Chariot reversed. So we have a lot of energy here that involves putting yourself out there to be really actually seen, okay? And understanding that, one reason I love this energy of this card, okay? You're never alone in any of this. You are always guided by, this is really cool to me. We've got the sun and the moon on here, okay? As above, so below, right? We've got the staff that shows up with the infinity symbol in whew, there's so many connections to the cards before it, to the high priestess, to the magician, to all of those energies that, and they all come together to help you with that knowledge and move you forward. So this is always a reminder to take the information that you already have. Stop thinking that you need to learn something new. Stop thinking that you need to do something differently. Stop thinking that you need to be like the rest of the people, and take what you have learned, your condensed information, and let it put you on the path that you were supposed to be on, and like move forward. All right, move forward. Okay, now the last two cards that we got, some of y'all are not letting things be what they are. You're trying a little too hard to like finagle some stuff. Stop forcing it. Like, there's no reason to force it. You're allowed to just sit back and relax and allow and see what happens. Now, sitting back and relaxing and allowing does not mean sit back and do nothing. Hey, Georgette. It does mean that you need to acknowledge a situation for what it is. If energy is popping up and showing you that something is not going to work, think about letting that thing go. There's not really a reason to hold on to it, especially when you get, here's a feeling that I bet a bunch of you are familiar with. That feeling in the pit of your stomach that it's like it's just this icky, weird off energy. We are all staying in that energy for too long. That is a clue that you need to adjust something. You need to say something. Your solar plexus is like literally saying to you, excuse me, this is not good for where you're supposed to be going. What do we need to change so that we can exit stage left, or, adjust something so that somebody understands what we're truly feeling? Okay. That is that safety activation thing. And it clues right into your solar plexus chakra. So you got to be paying attention to that. Pay attention to your body when you're dealing with all of these things. Your body will tell you the story. All right. And the other thing that we got, the very last card, is duality. Okay. And which is very apt for 1111 and all of the balance that we are seeking to bring forth. It's time for us to stop being so one-sided about things. Okay. When you're dealing with relationships, think about the benefits of both people. Think about mutual consideration. Think about how everybody can win. Okay. And a lot of times when we're thinking about that, we're thinking about compromise. We're thinking about putting our own stuff in the back, in the forefront, so other people can enjoy. No, that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about everybody's energy experiencing good things. I'm talking about everybody's experience being either neutral or positive when it comes to these things. Okay. And no, that's not an easy place to get to. But what it does require, see, Lorraine, these are all the cards that fell out. What it does require is opening your mouth and saying something and asking for what you want, asking for what you need, asking for all of the energies that you are putting in to be returned, asking for all of the effort to be acknowledged, respected, and then doing the same for those people as well. Okay. Yeah, and you can also make that request of the universe. The universe will gladly provide. You're allowed to ask things of the universe. It's the easiest way to pray, is just be like, hey, I'm very grateful for what I have. Can I please get more of XYZ? And the universe will provide. Okay. So yeah, that's what I've got for you guys for the collective reading for today's portal. Remember that every day is a portal. Okay. Some days things are just a little more wide open than others. You don't ever need to do anything special unless you want to, unless you are called to. Okay. We're not going to turn this spiritual thing into this big, who has the shiniest, the most, stuff. It's not about the stuff. All you need to be spiritual is you. Piece of paper. Hey, Chiquita. Piece of paper, maybe a pencil, just your words. That's really all you need. That's all you really need. You and your truth. This is the first step. All right, guys. Here's to having a wonderful portal day. If you are doing something, enjoy. If you are not, that's totally fine. And you don't have to unless you really feel called to. Just have a wonderful, wonderful afternoon, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.